the EMF blanket actually works.
JoeteckTips, he's the man with the plan, guiding us through the digital land.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from JoeteckTips. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and today we're going to review a pair of headphones and an EMP, or I should say EMF shield blanket. Atmos, sure. I really don't know how to pronounce it. They are a company that is anti-EMF and anti-RF company. I'm at a loss for words because this company has made me aware that 5G is actually very bad. And if you scan this barcode here, it'll give you some information. This fabric, they call it a Faraday fabric. All right, it is a blanket, and these are the things that it actually blocks: cell phone signal, Wi-Fi signal, Bluetooth signal, and GPS signal if you wrap your device in this. Now, this pair of headphones, one of the reasons I'm doing this as a package, because the company sent me both for review. Now, I really didn't think much of it, because I've done Faraday bags before, and I've done, EMP stuff. However, the documentation that this came with is very scary. It actually came with a book that says 5G Safety Guide, and this scared the shit out of me. Okay, so everybody, the entire world essentially revolves around 4G and 5G technology. 3G is pretty much almost non-existent. 4G is secondary to the 5G system. And I'm not sure if anybody's aware, but 5G is actually 25 gigahertz. So it's the same frequency that is used for crowd control at a higher power. We'll just use that. So anyway, this Atmosphere headphones it gets the magnetic field away from your head and Bluetooth or Wi-Fi away from your ears and brain. So this is called a tube headphone. The actual magnetic or speakers are actually in this little cylinder pod here. And these are just tubes that run the sound up into your ears. So it keeps the radiomagnetic infrastructure of the device away from your head and more away from your brain. And there are controls on here. However, there's plus and minus for volume and answering calls. The only problem I have is that you're going to need an adapter for newer phones, because most people want AirPods and they want wireless, but they really don't realize what kind of damage you're actually doing with continuous use of RF at your head. So most modern cell phones do not have an audio jack on them. They do not have an audio port on the phone. Cell phones today, like iPhones, the newer ones, the iPhone 16 have Type-C. So you need a Type-C to an audio out in connector. So a 3.5 millimeter. So Type-C to 3.5 millimeter for your audio if you wanted to use and be wired again. Some people still like this old technology. And this is actually safer because the magnetic part of it is not near your head. So there are phone controls on here that will not work. If you're using this on your PC, these volume up and volume down will not work because it's wired into the system. But you're going to need a Type-C or a lightning cable to a 3.5 millimeter jack in order to use it on your cell phone. You have phone control with the included inline controller. Volume, answer phones, and lower volume, increased volume. So that said, the EMF blanket actually works. So I'm going to make a phone call. So you actually can hear the phone ring. Okay, we're making a call. All right, we're going to hang up. So it works. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in real time. I'm going to wrap the phone. I'm just going to flip it over so the screen doesn't go crazy. And we're going to wrap this up. Now remember, I'm doing multiple layers here. So this is technically kind of doing a layer on top of a layer on top of a layer on top of a layer. So nothing is going to work here. So now I guarantee that my phone doesn't have any signal whatsoever. And we're going to make another phone call. And we're calling it now. And there's no way to know that it's not working. I didn't shut the volume off. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't think it'll work that fast. So I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hopefully, we'll see if this actually works on camera. So I'm going to hit ring again. I'm going to undo it. And then maybe it'll ring while I'm undoing it. I don't know. Hopefully it'll get signal. Now it's dead. The signal, we just got it. Let's see if it actually comes through. Yeah, now it comes through. That's funny, right? You saw me, I made the phone call. It didn't go through until it got service, and then it started ringing. So that's proof that this actually works. That's exactly how I wanted that to happen, and it worked exactly the way I wanted. Now, aside from the blanket and the headphones, I will have a link in the description below to purchase both of these items if you wanted to use and protect yourself from EMP. Now, what I'm about to read to you is something that is what scared the shit out of me. All right, I'm just going to, and this is a 5G safety guide. This is really scary stuff. And huge eye opener. We take all of our technology for granted, but at the same time as this can help us, it also can hurt us. So I'm going to go down the protection tips of EMF safety guidelines. And again, this is a huge eye opener, people. Use EMF shielding paint on walls, windows, and doors. Use an anti-EMF bed canopy, and live further away. And the other option is to live further away from high voltage power lines and cell phone towers. Oh my God! Dirty electricity. Now this is crazy. Unplug all devices when not in use. Minimize usage of dimmer light switches, television, wireless cable boxes, and video game consoles. Install dirty electricity filters across the house. Like filters. Like, in other words, I use APC Smart UPS, which every one of them is a conditioner. You know, a wire conditioner. That's what they mean, dirty electricity. Now this is about your Wi-Fi router. Now these are all extreme scenarios here. Turn off your router when it's not in use, especially at night. Enable Wi-Fi devices only when needed. Hardwire your internet by using an Ethernet cable. Best advice ever. So if you can refrain, except from your cell phone, Wi-Fi must be turned on if you want to use it. Anything that requires an internet connection, even your TV can have, majority of them, I think 99% of them, have an Ethernet port on it. If you have the opportunity to use an Ethernet port versus a wireless connection, do it. Because, again, it's another reason to keep wireless on. Now this is for a laptop. Use a desk or a laptop stand. Never place your laptop on your lap. Use a laptop radiation shield. Or switch to a wired internet by connecting your router modem directly to your laptop. So you go from just hardwire it instead of using wireless. Now this is for a smart home. Now I'm actually a victim to this because my house is smart, and this is where it actually scares the shit out of me. It says, do not upgrade to smart appliances. Now my appliances are not smart, but my house is. It says, don't connect your smartphone to smart appliances. Limit smart home automation by controlling lights, thermostats, blinds manually. So I fall into this. My entire house is smart. All my lights use smart switches. They all need wireless. And I'm going against exactly what this is saying, which is scaring the crap out of me. I'm telling you, people, it's scaring the crap out of me. For this company to come out with such information makes me think that it's actually real. So why would a company, Atmosure, waste their time if this wasn't true? So I'm just telling you, people, this is definitely interesting stuff. So let's continue. A smart meter. If your outside meter for your power is smart, they're telling, don't get it. Stick with an analog meter instead. So use EMF shielding paint on walls, windows, and doors. Use an anti-EMF bed canopy to shield EMF signals. Opt out of using a smart meter and switch to an analog meter instead. So that's with the smart meter. Cordless phone. A cordless phone. Unplug when not in use, especially at night. At nighttime. Use speakerphone when talking. Replace with a basic corded telephone. Man, these people are really anti-wireless. Microwave oven. Keep a 5 to 10 foot distance when microwave is on. Avoid all plastics. Use glass vessels to heat food. Cook and heat, or the alternative is, do not use a microwave to heat your food. Cook and heat food on a stove. There you go. To get away from the microwave use. Now this is about your cell phone. Use a speakerphone and earphones. Keep away from the head. Carry away from the body. Don't tuck it in your pocket. Use airplane mode as often as you can. Turn off when not needed, especially at night. Now, who is in their right mind is really going to, when they're so addicted to this, everybody is. You know, you're constantly checking for communications, technology, what are you going to buy next, what's your email, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This is useless for people who are addicted to this. This is an eye-opener. People who are so addicted, they don't care. So I hope to God that this little pamphlet that I'm reading will make a difference. Then we're going to continue. 5G towers. Use EMF shielding paint on walls, windows, and doors. Now the thing is that if you're in your house, this is if you're close to a 5G tower. But the thing is that if you do that, what I'm reading here, you'll never get cell service in your house. So I'd like to know the people who actually created this company. What kind of phone technology do they use, or do they have any internet connectivity? It would be nice to know. Use an anti-EMF bed canopy, or move to a smaller town and rural areas where 5G rollouts may not happen anytime soon. 5G cell phone. Now, a buddy of mine says he'll never get a 5G phone. Ever, because he's afraid of it, and I see why. So this is all about 5G phone. What I'm about to read you. Use speakerphone or earphones. Keep away from the head. Carry away from the body. Don't tuck it in your pocket. Use airplane mode as often as you can, or Turn off when not needed, especially at night. Don't buy a 5G ready phone and support the technology. Everybody's got a 5G phone. This is years too late. Now this is about a 5G Wi-Fi router. They really don't make a 5G router unless you're buying T-Mobile or Verizon with the 5G modem router, that kind of technology. I think that's what they're referring to. Turn off the router when not in use, especially at night. Enable Wi-Fi on devices only when needed. Don't put the router in your bedroom or common rooms, or don't upgrade the 5G router provided by your ISP. There's the other option. And then 5G home internet. Move to an area where 5G internet is not available. Don't upgrade the 5G wireless modem provided by your ISP. So this is all great information. However, it's really too late. 5G is like embedded in every technology known to man. I love the fact that these guys are so into it and making everybody aware. I'm spreading the awareness as well. This thing does work. I mean, I do have many Faraday bags and whatnot, but this, you need to wrap this up. You just can't, like I can't just drop it on the phone like this and it won't work. But you must wrap it up so no RF signal can penetrate it, because it could be bouncing off the table and then going underneath and getting into, like I said, it's like water. RF signal is like water. It'll get to wherever it needs to go. It finds the weakest link and goes that route. So anyway, guys, I hope this video was informative and helpful. Again, the blanket and these tubed headphones, which are not Bluetooth, these are wired devices, will be in the link in the description below. The sound quality was okay. It wasn't all that what it cracked up to be. Cracked up to be. The bass on them were pretty much non-existent. Again, the speakers are in this little capsule here, not at your head. It's on a tube. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
In a world of lights and bits, where tech can make us trip, there's a guru with a knack for every digital tip. JoeteckTips the name, he's the one you'll seek. From gadgets to software, he's the one you'll meet. So if your tech's in a tangle, don't you fear. JoeteckTips here, let his advice draw near. With his help, you'll surely find in this digital world peace of mind. JoeteckTips, he's the man with the plan, guiding us through the digital land. With his wisdom and his wit, every tech woe, he'll surely fix it.